show you how to knock out a light. I'm the second one of the impacts, the third of the strikes. I'm the resurrection you needed here to bring you to life. I'm the reason you came to see this, so you better get hyped. And I'm punching you with a hurricane, grabbing a knife. And I'm cracking you with a plank till you crumble and slice. And I'm snapping your neck, shoulder check, beat you to death. You waking up with my psycho power crushing your chest. I'm the new era, a new age. I slay prey with dash straights and 3 blades. The same guy don't body you on the big stage was important to you, but for him,
it was Tuesday.
You think...
Hey everybody, MrThefanboy here, back for another video, and this time this is my short review of Bellator 186, which I've been looking forward to for several months now, and I must say, from what I saw, it was an awesome show. Excuse me, it was an awesome show. I said short review because I accidentally missed the first 20 minutes of this show. I missed the first 20 minutes of this show and entirely missed the first fight, which was Saeed Awad's. I missed his fight. He faced Zach Freeman. He defeated him by TKO. In round one. Sucks I missed it. This is one of the guys I tuned into this event to see. The next fight of the night was an awesome fight. It had Ed Roof defeating Chris Dempsey by TKO punches in the second round. This fight was over before it started, man. Before it started. I was just here to see an awesome fight. Another interesting thing about this entire show was that legendary amateur wrestler Cal Anderson, who was also a coach at Penn State, was on this show, and Ed Ruth and Phil Davis and Cal Sanderson all wrestled at Penn State, and Penn State's upcoming collegiate wrestling season for this year was heavily hyped throughout this event, and this show was awesome. Along with the fights, all of the entrances were grand. They had this. I've heard it at various wrestling shows. They had it for this show. They really made this show feel like it was a big Super Bowl, WrestleMania type show. Well, anyway, continuing. So yeah, Ed Root defeated Chris Dempsey by TKO punches. The third fight tonight, and this is the fight I've been looking forward to the most, and that was Phil Davis defeating undefeated jiu-jitsu fighter Leonardo Lelite in unanimous decision of round 3. So happy Phil Davis won. This was an awesome fight too. The only problem was I wanted a knockout. Or submission. Phil Davis, he's gonna have to be better than what he was tonight if he ever wants to beat Bader and get his belt back. Yeah, Phil Davis losing his championship completely turned me off the Bellator for a while. That's why you haven't been seeing a lot of reviews of Bellator. Phil Davis completely losing his belt completely turned me off. But like I said in my last Bellator review, you can't have them all. You can't have it all. This year, my favorite football teams, the Patriots and the Philadelphia Soul and the Jacksonville Sharks, all won their respective championships. However, and the Rattlers too, the Arizona Rattlers too, all won their respective Super Bowl championships. However, my favorite hockey teams didn't win, and one of my favorite wrestlers in Impact Wrestling, Rockstar Spud, wasn't even used this year and finally have left TNA. So like I said, you just can't have it all. But this was an awesome fight. The fight started off with Phil Davis immediately coming out. Started off with a boxing fight. Starting off as a boxing match, and they immediately took it to the ground with Phil Davis controlling the ground. When he came back on his feet, Phil Davis, the other guy was Leonardo Lelite, was tough, but Phil Davis had something for him every time, and he danced with him the entire the entire 3 rounds. The entire 3 rounds. Then they kept standing up. They stood up for most of the fight, but also at various points in the fight took it to the ground, man. Hugely impressed with Phil Davis's technique and conditioning in this fight. I just wish he could have finished it earlier. I didn't care much for the women's match. Elma Lee McFarland defeated Emily DeCote. I remember this fight. This fight was long. This fight actually went the entire. This fight went all the way up until the 5th round with Elma defeating Emily by submission via armbar. Main event time. This fight was over before it started. That Ryan Bader defeating Linton Vassell. I like both of these fighters, and I didn't care who won because whoever won this fight, I wanted my boy Phil Davis or even King Mo to take the belt off of who won this fight. So I, for one, didn't care. But Ryan Bader defeated Linton Vassell by TKO punches in round 2 at 3 minutes and 58 seconds. Awesome, like I said, awesome show, man. Awesome show. So mad I missed the first match. I should have set my alarm clock. I should have set the alarm clock. But yeah, I took a nap and accidentally woke up past 8 o'clock, past 9 o'clock, which is when the event started. So I missed about 20 to 30 minutes of the show. But another awesome card. And the next card, which is Bellator 187, AJ McKee versus Brian Moore. That sounds like it'll be good. Then of course Bellator 188, which is November 16th. We got Patricio Fierro of the Patricio brothers taking on Daniel Weichel, taking on his old rival Daniel Weichel. So like I said, man, another awesome show for Bellator. Thumbs way up, way better than the Bellator 185, which Bellator 185 was good up until the end. Was an okay show up until the end. Well, this has been my review of Bellator. All right, people, I'm done.
I'm scared of you punks, your radio is junk. I see you, all you doing is junk. I'm the reason you run. You should have given me your entry fee. You buying me lunch. I can't even be the best. You ain't taking me, son. 2,000 people and I'm a script 2001. I came to stare them in the faces when they tell me I'm wrong. Hit them with jump strong. Make you sure you can ignore. The science of a fireball, something to inspire y'all. Started small, I can hear the evolution to evolve. I'm a nation in its prime. Masterpiece, the greatest kind. Super Street Fighter 4. It's about damn time.